the Love Lab. Today we're making shrimp quesadillas. I've been looking forward to this video, so I am ready to get right to it. All right, here I've got some shrimp. Now the shrimp I've purchased is actually has it's deveined on both sides, okay? And it has the tail on it. So I'm gonna take these tails off, all right? And I've got a little bag to dispose of them in, but I want you to see how I do this. You're gonna take it and just squeeze, that's it. And the tail comes right off, okay? That's how simple it is. So don't be afraid to buy tail on shrimp if the price is right, because sometimes, you know, price is better with the tail on, I don't know. Every day is a new day at the grocery store. But see how simple that is? I'm just squeezing and pulling the tail off and letting the meat come through. And now I have a nice little bag here where I can either throw these away or you can save them to use if you're gonna make like a shrimp stock or something like that. Those kinds of things, shells and things, are the best way to get flavor into your stocks. All right, now to the shrimp. We're gonna season this with some Old Bay. Yes, Old Bay. And I'm not adding salt because in my experience, Old Bay tends to have enough salt, and whenever I add extra, it gets too salty for me, which is saying something because I'm not afraid of salt. I'm gonna add a little paprika to this, okay? Get a nice little smoky flavor going. And I'm going to add some chili powder. I like the flavor of chili powder. Makes me happy. Gives things flavor without adding unnecessary heat, as I like to call it, okay? And I'm gonna just give this a toss, okay? See how I'm just tossing this around? Just to get this coated. And when you ask how much to use, you can use a teaspoon to a tablespoon of each one, but the short answer is use enough, okay? You see how that is? You want it to have some color to it. It should look like you seasoned it. Now I've got a little bit of cayenne pepper here, just a smidge. Be gentle with this and how you use it. This is up to you and your folks. I'm just gonna put literally a smidge, and that's it, okay? Because a smidge of this will go a long way to making sure that it tastes like I want it to taste, which is not hot, but I want it to have just a little kiss of heat, okay? So you see how our shrimp are looking here, nice and seasoned? That's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm going to come here to our onion or our shallot. I'm gonna chop this shallot up, and I'm gonna put this in here. I've also got some garlic cloves. The reason I want to use a shallot instead of an onion, shallots are the kinder, gentler cousin to onions, as I like to call them. I call them the kinder, gentler cousin because they're just not quite as strong and as aggressive sometimes as onions are, but they taste phenomenally, okay? And I'm not going to use this entire shallot. It's got two sides. I just need one. And we're just gonna give this a little chop. Now, I'm not gonna chop these super fine there, because I'm okay having the texture of the shallot in the quesadilla because I want the flavor of it. It's gonna be really lovely. So you see how I just kind of chopped it a little bit, and as we cook it, these will come apart like this. So you'll have just some nice little pieces of shallot, you know? If you want, you can cut it one more time here. There, feel better? I don't know, I just did it. All right, I'm gonna mix the shallots in here and just pull them apart as you drop them in just to make sure. And this is just a small shallot that's in here, okay? It's not gonna be too strong. If you want, you can even pull these all the way apart. It's fine, you can chop it, however you wanna do it. Okay, I'm just doing it the quick and easy way that I like to do it. Boom, okay? And a little toss again. Oh yeah, see, they're getting that flavor too. Okay, there's that. And I'm gonna chop this garlic up, but this garlic is gonna be for the salsa that we're gonna make to go along with these, because we want something to dip them in, ain't that right? When I put my hand up on your hip, you dip, I dip. Is that how the song go, y'all? Probably not. Probably not, but y'all know I don't be knowing these things. See, chopping garlic, some people get real particular and tell you to look at their knife skills and they're all fancy. I don't like those little end pieces. But I'm just a normal person. So I mean, I can get it cut up. Okay? That's good. Whoop! This is gonna be for our salsa, okay? So we'll set that aside. All right, now that we've gotten everything ready, put this back here with the salsa. discard this. I'm not gonna make shrimp stock. All right, now I'm going to go to my skillet here, and I'm gonna start heating this skillet up. Kitchen tools, and I'm gonna start with just a smidge of olive oil, okay? Because there's not a lot of fat in that shrimp. I mean, I don't think I wonder if shrimp has fat. You ever thought about that before? I don't know. Huh, that's an interesting question. The things you think about when you're cooking. Does shrimp have fat? I'm gonna go with a firm no, okay? That's my answer, I'm sticking to it. I probably should use a lifeline or call a friend or something, but I'm just gonna stick with my no. A little more Old Bay. And you don't have to use Old Bay. Really, you can use any seasoning that you like or whatever you want to put on your seafood. You know, it's not that serious. You know, just put something on it and enjoy it. All right, we're gonna let this get warm, and then we're going to put our shrimp in. So you see, I tested my oil with one little shallot to make sure it was sizzling. Now I'm gonna take all of this and just get it right in the bowl, right in the pan. And we're gonna cook this until our shrimp is opaque or white all the way through. That's how we know it's done, okay? Now I'm gonna sprinkle a little fresh cilantro on there as well. Well, fresh-ish. For good flavor. Oh yeah, I like cilantro. Take your tongs and turn your shrimp over. Well, this is looking good. Shoot, I might not even make it to the quesadilla, y'all. I might just eat this. I'm just IJS. I'm just saying. My daughter says that. IJS. You know. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks delicious already. And it smells so good. And it's important to make sure we cook the shrimp at this point because we don't want it to, when we put the quesadilla together to cook it, we don't want raw shrimp in there. This is not a sushi dish. Okay? And it's not gonna really continue cooking because we're gonna have it in with cheese and things, so it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's not like when we make a sauce and we add shrimp to the sauce where the shrimp can finish cooking in the sauce. Okay, we're gonna take this and set it on our plate here because this is done. Turn the heat off. We'll take them off and put them here. Oh yeah, it's got a little bit of that blackening action going on it. Oh, that's good flavor, especially with those shallots. Man, this might not even, I'm serious, you guys, this might not even make it to the quesadilla. Got my kitchen smelling good. Okay, put this in there. All right. All right, guys, so I've put our shrimp over here on our cutting board that I've cleaned off, and I'm gonna just give this a rough chop, okay? So that the pieces are just, you know, eatable, edible. Is it eatable or edible in this situation? I don't have the cutting board down evenly, that's why it's still making some noises. See how I'm just doing a really rough chop? Just so that the pieces can get in your mouth. I don't want my poor family having to, you know, burn myself on that a little bit. I don't want my family having to have these huge chunks of shrimp in their mouth and they can't even eat it properly. All right, now I've wiped out my skillet, so I'm gonna start in this skillet with a little bit of butter. That's gonna be what we start with. I'm using salted butter. Okay, put that on the bottom just a wee bit to kind of help things along. Okay, I'm gonna have the heat on. I turned the heat off because I didn't want my skillet to be too hot. Okay, there we go. I'm using a flour tortilla. Okay, let me make sure I'm doing it. Let me get this, there we go. Okay, see how I just spread that butter around there? Now what I'm gonna do is take cheese. The heat is on about medium, okay? And I'm going to put the cheese on the bottom here. See that? Just like this. Don't need too much, but you need enough to know it's real. Okay? Then I'm gonna take my quesadilla and smash it on, just like that. Now I'm gonna add some more cheese around here. See how I'm just going around? No, this is how people at home cook, okay? This is how they cook at home. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do, okay? And put a little bit more over here. Okay, and you don't want your heat up too high because you don't want it to cook too fast. You don't want to burn it, okay? Now, on top of the flour tortilla is where I'm gonna add, yes, you guessed it, cheese, okay? Just like that. And then I'm gonna put my shrimp on. Let me grab a spoon. And I'm gonna start adding the shrimp into this. Y'all know this look good. Y'all know. See, this is a meal. This ain't this ain't an appetizer. Sometimes they have quesadilla on the menu as an appetizer. Nah, shawty. It's here dinner, okay? And I'm making it filling on purpose. This is intentional, okay? Now I'm gonna put some more cheese on top of that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with some cilantro. Oh, look at that. All right. And now we're gonna put our other tortilla on top and press down. You can press down with the spatula, but you know, at this point I just use my hands almost for everything. And pressing it down is important because you really want to make sure everything is melting and it's all coming together like it's supposed to. Should be a little party in there. See that? You see why we have the heat turned down low so that that cheese is cooking underneath there to give us that nice cheese crust, but it's not frying. We don't want it so fast that it just burns and the cheese is done. That's not cool. That's not what we're doing here, okay? Let's see. And I'm just gonna use this to start kind of making my little indentation around. A little bit of butter in this nonstick pan. See how it's sliding? That's what we want. Let's see. Ooh, it's so pretty! Did y'all see that little peek? Okay, now, this is the hard part. Turning it over. Y'all praying? I said, are y'all praying? Ready? Hold it, flip, flip. Look at that. Oh, ho, ho. And this is a bonus. Oh, wow. That tastes amazing. And then go in a little more butter. We did not cheese crust both sides. That's okay. Put a little more butter around. See there? You see how pretty that came out? That's what you can do at your house. Yep. You ain't got to always go out to eat to get something fancy looking and good tasting. No, 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 no. You can do this at home. Don't worry. If you get a little piece of cheese that kind of like that, let's keep it authentic. You see that? Don't that look good? I should probably eat that. This little piece of shrimp right here, I should probably eat. Gonna move my cheese out the way. And my plates. Let's take a peek and see if we like how the other side of this is looking. Oh yeah, nice and cooked. We're gonna take it just like this and put it right there. Turn the heat off and get this off the heat ASAP. All right. Now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna finish up this salsa real quick. Remember I mentioned the salsa to you? I'll clean all that up, don't worry. Listen, when you're cooking, you're gonna make a mess. All right, I'm not gonna put it down because this is hot and that'll be really bad. I've got here tomatoes, red onions, and some garlic. That's that garlic we chopped up. Let's give this just a little toss, okay? We're just making a really quick salsa, okay? See that? Now, to this, we're gonna add some fresh cilantro because cilantro is excellent. You need a good, generous pinch of salt, okay? Right there, there we go. All right, to that now we're gonna take this lime. I'm gonna cut it in half. Should have rolled it before I cut it, that's okay, just to loosen up the juices. Wake them up, say, hey, y'all got a job to do. Yay. This fresh citrus is just gonna wake this up beautifully. Fresh lime juice in there. Oh yeah. See how I'm giving it a good squeeze? That's what you wanna do. And some olive oil. And this is just making a real quick salsa. Okay, see that? That's all you gotta do. And be careful that you don't, make sure you put enough salt in there because these things can easily not be salty enough. I don't know what it is about them, but sometimes tomatoes and stuff just don't be doing it. Oh, it looks so pretty, don't it? Nice, fresh. Well, I guess it's pico, isn't it? That's not quite so. Is it salsa, y'all, or is it pico? Okay, now let's go ahead and cut this baby. See, that's a good few minutes for it to rest while we, oh, wow. This is gonna be good. Can you see how delicious that looks? Oh my word. And that cheese crusting is perfect. All right, let's just set this baby up. I'm telling you, I really should eat that piece of shrimp right there. And here you have, oh, beautiful shrimp quesadilla. You know that look good. All right, family, thank you for joining me. Ooh, it's just so pretty. Can y'all see how pretty it is? Lord, today, we're gonna sprinkle some stuff on it. I got to hurry up and stop this video so I can take a picture before I eat it. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time right here in the Love Lab for more Calabama cooking with Chef Lorious. That's me. Happy cooking.